Hello and welcome to another Modern Toy Fair review. Today I'm taking a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 20th Anniversary Retro Wave Rhino. Whew, try saying that 5 times fast. Super excited to finally get this figure in, a lot sooner than expected actually. Let me know in the comments below if you were able to get one, or if you're still waiting for your pre-order to come through, or if you're still on the fence. As always, make sure to like and subscribe, it helps us out here on the channel. And please follow us over on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Well, that's enough chitter chatter. Let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, let's take a look at how Rhino turned out. So we'll start with the new portrait we got here. You got that angry face, a lot of great sculpt, and some really great paint apps, especially like you get into the mask with the eye and all the wrinkles going around it. I can definitely see here on the neck even all the cracks and creases, and on the horn there's tons of texture. They even have some like paint shading on it, which looks really good and kind of subtle, which I really like how that turned out. And then you see it's about the same on both sides. You get down to the body, for the most part from what I can see, and based off what I remember, I think it's mostly reuse. I think the only major difference is there's no shoulder pads, and also one of the major differences that you'll notice is they added a lot of this kind of shaded like darker gray into different spots, almost like they did with Ben Grimm, or I guess the Thing, in the Fantastic Four Retro Wave. And it looks really weird when you're just looking at it straight on with like lighting like what we have here. Like you can see on the thighs there and throughout the legs and down the feet. I really like the texture on the toenails there. But once you pose it and have it in the correct lighting, it looks fantastic. It's the bottom of the feet. The back, again, more of the same. You've got all those great textures, the cracks, the bumps, the wrinkles. You've got more of that shading. It does crack me up that they gave him butt cheeks. Someone really was having a fun day at Hasbro. And then you get down to those massive calves. And I really like the wrinkles at the bottom of the feet too. So he looks absolutely fantastic. Alright, let's take a look at Rhino's articulation. So the head is all one piece with the neck, so you get a decent amount up and down. And it does twist side to side. However, you'll notice his shoulders do get in the way of his chin. So if you try to go a certain direction, have him look down, it does not work. Arms go out, not quite to 90. They do go all the way around. It is that nice ratcheted joint, so you don't have to worry about it getting loose or anything like that. And then no butterfly or anything added, but you do have the bicep swivel. You have the single jointed elbow, goes up to almost 90. Wrist peg, forward, back, spins all the way around. For the ab crunch, you do have the cut at the hip and then also the crunch itself. So you can get a decent amount forward. Not much back though. Kind of surprised by that. He does twist all the way around though. The legs come out to about there, go forward to about 90, and then his butt cheeks get in the way of the backwards motion. You do have that thigh cut, which has that really cool ridge like the first one did. And then the single joint knees, you see there. And then the ankle pivot, which really can get a lot of cool poses out of him with that. Makes it real easy to make him stand on his own in a running pose versus trying to pose some larger figures I've had in the past. So let's get him set up here, like so. Get that arm back. And see, he can stand all on his own. As for accessories, you do have this alternate head sculpt, which the portrait on this looks so good. That scowl with all the wrinkles in the skin. You've got more of the great detail through his mask and the cracks. You can see a lot better of the paint and the shading on there. I like the folds on the back of his neck. That's a nice touch. They really did a great job on this. You do get 2 gripping hands. This one's more kind of open, and you got some great sculpt there, even on like the fingernails and stuff. And then you have this one, which is almost like a trigger finger, which is kind of weird. But I guess it could be more of like a pinching hand as well. Okay, quick size comparison. So here we have him with the Mafex Spider-Man. You can see he looks massive compared to him. There he is with the slightly bigger Marvel Legends Symbiote Spider-Man, and then Armored Spider-Man. Both he still looks great with. And then you have the Action Force Scarab, which he scales really well with as well. And then if we get rid of all these guys, come here. We're going to swap them out with good old Marvel Legends Jon Favreau and Super 7 Raphael. So as you can see, Jon Favreau looks pretty tiny compared to him, and he scales really well with the Super 7 Turtles too, so gives you some options for some crossovers there. The last thing I want to show you, though, is him next to another big beefy boy, good old Marvel Legends Armadillo. And Armadillo is a massive, meaty boy, so he's wider and technically taller. He does get him with the horn, but technically Armadillo does have him. And of course, last up is the box art, and oh, this is why I bought two, because this, you've got the bubble, you've got the amazing artwork from the cartoon, the logos up top. It really does take me back to my childhood. And on the back, you've got that same cartoon artwork, the little graph telling you how to put them together, little bio, and then you've got all the figures lined up from the wave, and then all the, like, don't choke on this, and barcodes and stuff at the bottom. Hands down, the best carded figures out today. I don't care what anyone says. No one can compete with this box art. Okay, so overall, I'm super happy with how this figure turned out. I really didn't have like any certain expectations because I did have the Build-A-Figure back in the day, and honestly, I think this one's significantly better. I do like the masked, like over the eyes head that they had for that one, but the two new portraits that they did for this figure look fantastic. They really knocked it out of the park and made it worth our while. Still shocked that it came in so early, but as always, let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you like the figure? Do you not like the figure? If you're gonna get it, if you already got it, all that fun stuff. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and want more toy related content in your feed, make sure to like and subscribe. Also go follow us over on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair. And check us out every Wednesday night on twitch.tv/Modern Toy Fair for Wednesday night only figs, where we go over our weekly purchases. You can always catch the previous week's episode on our YouTube channel, but if you want to be a part of the conversation and chat with us, make sure to check us out live. But that's gonna be it for this review, so hopefully we'll see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel.